So hello everyone, welcome to Vansh Smart Classes Jaipur. This is mock interview series of our this examination. Welcome Venkat Reddy for this session. Today we have our panelists CMA Lakshita Motwani and CMA Mahendra Saini and myself CMA Suresh Poddar. So welcome.
Yes. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So let's start. Venkata, describe yourself in brief.
First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Venkat Reddy, Code Reddy Marela. I come from Komuvaram village, which is in Andhra Pradesh. I secured All India 38 rank in the recent CMA final examination held in June 22 attempt in my first attempt. I'm also doing chartered accountancy course, of which I cleared Group 2 of CA final. My internship is done in Bangalore, ANKHS and Associates. I have done statutory audits, internal audits, stock audits, and other such related works. And then my hobbies include teaching and I'm teaching and dancing. I am very much fond of doing social activities as well. And I come from a farmer's family. I recently helped my father to sell the products directly to in the market instead of selling it to the broker. And my mother is a housewife. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Okay, it's great. You have lots of work experience and lots of achievements in your CV. That's great. And result for first group CA final, right? Is awaited. Second group. Okay, okay. All the best for that. So my first question is, what is section 194J of income tax?
Sir, section 194J of income tax is TDS on professional things. It is 10%, and the threshold limit is greater than 30,000.
Okay, very good.
For India.
Very good. And what is section 194Q recently added?
So recently added 194Q says that we should deduct TDS at the rate of, I'm not sure, 1% for any purchases beyond 50 lakhs. So if while making payments, we have to deduct the TDS and make the payment.
And there is a the rate is 0.1%, and there is a corresponding TCS provision also, right?
Sorry, you need to update me on that.
Okay, no issue. Can you tell me what is deferred tax?
Yes. So deferred tax is the difference of the tax between the accounting profit and tax base. So this deferred tax is dealt in India's 12, which tells us the treatment of deferred tax asset and deferred tax liability. So depending on the carrying amount in the books and tax base, we create deferred tax asset or deferred tax liability.
Okay,
in the balance sheet.
Very good. Can you tell me the sales entry in GST? Accounting general entry.
Yeah. Data customer account debit to sales to CGST output account to SGST output account if it is the state thing, or if it is interstate, then we have to credit IGST output account.
Very good, very good. Okay, Lakshita ma'am, you can ask.
Yeah, so my first question is, tell me something apart from your CV.
So apart from my CV, ma'am, I would like to create a enthusiastic environment in the working organization where I work. So whatever I work, I would like to enjoy, and also want my teammates to enjoy the work. That atmosphere I would like to create. And instead of taking it as an obligation, we will do a teamwork. So that is the one thing I would like. And apart from my CV, I would also maintain good relationship with everyone in my organization or my teammates, so that they'll also not get the feeling of they're working and or reporting manager like hierarchy. We will be like friendly. I'll create a friendly atmosphere.
Okay. And where do you see yourself 5 years down the line?
So 5 years down the line, whichever organization I'm working, I'll try to deliver excellence and get the maximum benefit out of it for myself and the organization as well. So after 5 years, if I am now assistant manager, then I'll see myself in the maximum role, good role possible. And also parallelly, as I'm very much interested in uh, education, giving education to people, so I'll set up an institution with the help of team, and that's where I have to see. So a good position in my organization as well as my institution.
Okay, so you'll be like parallelly handling both of them, or you'll be leaving job?
No, job at any cost I'll not leave, but we should I'll not restrict myself only to job. I'll create something else for the society as well, and moreover I'm passionate about it. So
Okay, so what kind of institute you'd like to open in future?
so the institute should be something like professional courses. It can be that institute or it can be a school, because I believe that from schooling the culture comes into picture. So from the schooling only we can develop the motivate or design the students' future in such a way that in future we can give a good future for the students.
Okay,
So it can be school or coaching institute.
okay, that's a good initiative. Okay, then next is
Thank you.
like, why should we hire you and not other candidates?
Ma'am, thank you for the question. So, if you want a person who does smart work instead of hard work, so I would be happy if you hire me. If you want a person who does what is given, does more than what is given. So, I mean to say, if you give me to file a simple written, I'll also work on how other ways also it can be done. And in the leisure time, I'll also plan to add more value addition to the position which I'm sitting. So if you want that kind of people, then I feel I would be suitable for that. And then that's it.
Okay, and as you have mentioned about teaching, so have you been doing teaching?
Yes, ma'am. I have done home tuitions in my uh, means in my during my articleship time. Then I have also taught in a institution for CMA foundation students. I have been taught costing, and here and there I would teach accounts. Then I would conduct examinations for the students who are enthusiastic to pass and want to work hard on that. So these are all the things I did during my internship time.
Okay, fine. So what I feel you are more inclined towards teaching rather than job.
Ma'am, just used to go on Sundays, or suppose my office used to start at 10 o'clock. So 7 to 8, I used to go for teaching.
Okay, so teaching is what makes you happy, not the job work.
No, nothing like that. See, a full day we can't sit with one thing. No, I just want to equip myself in different things. Just like a person does jogging, dancing, singing, I just want to keep myself so that that 1 hour I can learn new things and also share new things.
Okay,
That's the main intention.
and why there is a big difference between CMA inter and CMA final?
Ma'am, CMA intern and CMA final, the difference is because uh, I was not prepared for the 2 3 subjects, means this an OR, costing and all new topics. And this COVID has led me, I wanted a rank for sure in CMA final. So I didn't want to waste my attempts. So this COVID postponed my attempts.
But
And
actually, it's been like 4.5 years. It's like you gave your interview in December 17 and then you appeared for final in June 22. So that's 4.5 years. So that's a big gap actually.
Ma'am, this out of that 4.5 years, 3 years was my CA articleship and 6 months or some was my CMA articleship. So, and
Okay,
one
so you
year,
couldn't manage things parallelly?
no, ma'am, we can't. Means, during CA articles, we can't do anything. So, and it made me difficult. And I purposely postponed my attempt because I wanted a rank.
Okay, fine. Okay, so why you didn't get a rank in CMA inter?
Ma'am, I don't like to give excuses, but that time I had jaundice. So,
Okay.
it was difficult for me to pass itself. So, but I could get good marks. I missed my rank by 20 marks.
Okay, Venkat. Sir, off to you now.
Okay, Venkata, you are most interesting person, and from your answer, I can understand that you are quite interested in social work also, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. So, as you are the teacher of costing, so
Yes,
no
sir.
need to ask question from costing, but just for knowledge, what is CAS 17, Cost Accounting Standard 17?
CAS 17. Sir, I don't remember it properly, sir. Say, is
Okay.
it materials?
No, CAS 17 is finance cost.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. CAS 2, Cost Accounting Standard 2.
So it should be inventories. Or sorry, sir. Cost accounting standards I have means
Okay.
the numbers I need to update. I just didn't revise it.
Okay, okay. Let me help you. It's capacity determination, right?
Okay.
And, can you tell me what is installed capacity?
Installed capacity is for some machinery. That is the means power which we give to install or produce that number of units for that machine is the installed capacity from my
It
side.
is based on machinery or anything else?
It is based on machinery and the manpower setup for working there along
Many
with that
things.
machine.
Okay. So,
Manpower, especially
okay, if we talk about the applicability of cost audit, this is the main part of a
yes,
CMA. So, what is the regulated
yes.
sectors? What are the regulated sectors?
Secondary sector. I would like to quote the section 1 for David cost audit. And regulated sectors are sugar, electricity, then transmission of power, and then telecommunication, and then power generation, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, and what is the
Something.
threshold limit for cost audit for regulated sector?
So it is 35 crores,
For regulated
greater than
sector.
35 crores. Yes.
Are you sure?
So sure in the sense. That's what I remember. 35, 50, 25, something else.
Okay. As your CV says that you lead the team of some person while doing a training period. So, what type of
Yes.
leader you are?
Sir, I am a what we say, people's leader or democratic leader, I can say.
Democratic.
We will, because for any audit or any, yes, any work which we take, we will just discuss from all the team's perspective. And then instead of dictating, you take this, you work on this, you update this, I'll just uh, take their strengths, and as per their strengths, we will delegate the work, share the work, and if someone is absent, I'll take that work in addition to that, or that
Okay.
is the work which I'll take the situation, analyze, and then work on result.
Okay. You just talk about delegation of work, right? So can you tell me the one advantage for delegation of work?
Yes. Yes, there are multiple advantages, but delegation of work would save a lot of time.
You are on mute, actually.
Of work would save. Oh my God. Sorry, sir.
No, it's okay now. It's
Okay. Delegation of. Sir, am I audible?
yeah, you will know.
The one most advantage I feel from delegation of work is we could save a lot of time and deliver the best of out of what we can give.
Okay.
I mean to
So
say, means if one person is very good, that he can do.
okay. So let me give you a situation. Once you are handling a team and some
Yes.
mishappening happen just because of your team. Either company wants to suspend some person responsible for that. So either the company would suspend you or your team members. So how you deal with it?
So this is a completely situation. I would first understand on what context a company want to suspend somebody, because suspending somebody is not a small thing. So I'll just take the materiality factor into picture, and then set up a task to analyze what was the mistake. Either was it from my side or my teammate side. If it is from anybody's side, if it is not material and pervasive, I'll just request the company to give one more chance. Otherwise, if it is material and pervasive, then it's a completely company's call. I would request from my side to not to suspend or give another chance. But if we are not at all linked to that, or if we are not at all familiar with that, then if we have any evidence, we can prove it that we are no way linked to this missile. So these are the two possible things.
Okay, great. Lakshita ma'am, you can.
Okay, so as you have mentioned in your CV, that you have hands-on experience on D365, right?
Yes.
D365. So what's that? Can you brief me up about
Yes,
that?
ma'am. So D365 is a tool, just like any SAP or Tally. So it is like global. We have so many modules in it: fixed assets, uh, purchases, sales, research and development, advertisement. We have so many things, and it is user friendly and more advanced. It can contain like so much of data, which Tally or something, so many line items it can contain, and it is a globally finance. So in order to maintain standardization of usage for a multinational company, D365 is a dynamic tool which can be used.
So on which module were you working?
Ma'am, not specific module. I was working as an integration consultant. So my work was to extract the data from the production and then prepare the report of the journal which were showing errors. So some journals were not processed due to some errors. So my work was to analyze what was the error in that journal, why was a particular journal not processed, what is the amount of that journal, which country does that journal belong to. I have wanted to classify, and with the help of macros, I was reporting to my manager and all the country heads, means country directors, uh, about this errors. So it was a daily report. So day by day, the other people who were concerned with that journal, they used to correct their errors.
So it was job, not your articleship thing.
No, ma'am. It was like my articleship. Through my articleship only, I went there. So it
Okay.
was like management work, management consultancy.
Okay. So the MNC you worked in what Densu Aegis network. So what was the
Yes.
work of this MNC?
Dentsu Aegis Network is a Japanese company. So mainly they focus on the advertisement slots. So many ISO advertisement slots was their main business. I used to be in the finance team. So they used to do so many projects on also like automation. There was a CIS team. So there was a business administration team. So mainly main this was advertisement. Their main revenue was from advertisement.
Okay. So one more point that you have mentioned is a hypothecation of stock with clients of Kotak Mahindra Bank,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, so brief me up about that also. What clients that you dealt in and how you valued the stocks and everything.
Yeah. So, ma'am, it was audits which we used to get from Kotak Bank. So, my work was to take the drawing power, first of all. Drawing power is calculated based on the inventory which they have, creditors, debtors, and stock. So, see their drawing power, is there overdraft or cash credit which is given to the customer is within the limit. And then according to that, I used to go for physical verification of stock. And this physical verification was done by me only in the premises. I used to travel at many places wherever the audit used to happen. Suppose the branch is there in Jaipur, I was supposed to go to Jaipur sometimes. Like this, I have traveled to Karnataka, Chennai, Kerala, Hyderabad, and Andhra Pradesh, and some rural places. The stock includes steel, cement. Sometimes I had gone for this plastic bottles manufacturing. So this, so they used to so they used to take insurance also for that. I was supposed to check both the things.
Okay. And can you tell me about Index 115? How do we recognize revenue as per that?
Yes, India's 115 is a five-step model. So first we have to uh, identify the transaction. Then we have to see the who is the party related to it. Then transaction performance obligation we have to work out. Then we have to see the calculate the transaction price, see whether the performance obligation is satisfied, and then recognize the revenue.
Okay. And like, what are the different methods of valuation of inventory?
Ma'am, popularly there are many methods, but popular methods are weighted average, FIFO, and LIFO.
Okay. And do you have any idea about escalation clause?
Escalation clause is a clause which is entered into by the parties, both the parties, customers and the supplier. So this escalation clause will be like, suppose if we need to extend the contract or extend the work or extend the scope of work, we will modify the revenue or what we say, modify the price, transaction price to this extent. Suppose the work extends by 3%, we will increase the revenue by 1 or 2%, like that.
Okay, so
That
majorly on which industry does it apply? Give me an example.
the escalation clause I have read in A7. So construction contracts, it applies to more.
Okay. Sir, off to you now.
Okay. So Venkata, you mentioned in your CV about Caro report. So which Caro
Yes.
report you prepared? 2016 or 2020?
So 2016.
What
But
is
I have
the
read on 2020.
okay? What is the criteria for applicability?
So the criteria for applicability is turnover greater than 10 crores, paid up share capital greater than 1 crore, and loan advances greater than 1 crore.
Okay.
So this paid up share capital should include preference, equity, reserves, and surplus also.
Okay, great. How many type of audit are there in GST?
So GST audit. Oh, sorry, sir. I need to read on it.
Okay. You heard the sentence that learning is a continuous process.
Yes, I have learned.
So what you have learned in last 1 month?
So in last 1 month, I was supposed to give my CA final exams. So what I have learned is from the previous attempt to this attempt, uh, in, instead of revising what I have studied, I just thought about how to proceed towards learning, how to link provisions to personal things. So from studies things that I have learned, and then other thing is I had to go on a vacation with my family. So I was about to reject, but I thought that we should give equal importance to the parents as well. Uh, so the learning which I took from there, and they were so happy when I was present for that trip. So I learned that we should give equal priority to both instead of having. If we go out with friends, I might enjoy some more, but through this trip, I could give satisfaction to my family. So that
Okay.
was my learning.
You talk about family. So what is more important to you, family or job? Suppose one day there is a marriage in your house, and on the
Yes,
same day there is an important meeting in the office. So
yes.
what will you do?
So again, here materiality comes into picture. If if I'm so important to that meeting, then marriage is something which I'll meet some other time to my family, because okay, they can if they only can't understand, then who can understand? So this meeting, it as it is a collection of so many people, and my presence is the most important there, so I have to be there. So
So you will prefer
in
the
that
job.
circumstance,
So you
yes, I
prefer the
have
job.
to, because yes,
Okay.
I have to.
Okay. What? Tell me the three things which were important to you in a job for selection of a job.
Uh, for selection of a job, what is more important?
What you will you see in a job if you are
There, okay. First thing I would see the my job description, means what role I'm given there and what I have to perform there. Second thing I'll see whether the job is a growing job or it is a stagnant job. And the third thing which I will see is that whether I'll feel comfortable there, and of course I'll see the package as well. And that would be the third thing, means last thing. If the first two are very good, then the third is subordinate to that.
okay, okay, okay. Very good. So you also mentioned that you like dancing. So
Yes, I like
what kind of dancing you like?
I like any dance.
Any dance?
Any dance I can. I means I enjoy myself dancing. I forget everything and dance.
Is there any type of specific dance genre or it's Bharati dance?
But I Bharati dance doesn't need anything. I have learned Bharatnatyam when I was small, means during
Okay.
my school days, and yes, some sort I have learned. But after that, I have to polish on it and learn more of dance.
Okay, great, great. Uh, Ma'am,
Okay, so tell me the last event you danced in. Like you are a star performer, or just like when everyone is dancing, then you dance, or like exclusively you dance?
Ma'am, I'm like, I'll start when nobody wants to, and I'm not like that. So as I told, I just want to create a good atmosphere. So the last event which I danced was my friend's sister's marriage reception.
Okay, so
So
you have not participated in any dance competitions or anything like that.
yes, ma'am, but in after coming to this professional courses, we didn't get that opportunity. But in schools, I was an active participant in all dances and all. Wherever it used to pitch in for Children's Day, Teachers' Day, Annual Day, everywhere Venkat used to be.
Okay, so did you held any position in your school time?
Yes, ma'am, I was a head boy of my school and a captain of greenhouse during my sports.
Okay.
So head boy is like for 2 years I was head boy, 9th and 10th.
Okay. So what qualities did you have that other people didn't have and you were made head boy and not others?
Ma'am, the interest in everything which I had means for everyone's responsibility becomes no one's. So I used to feel responsible for anything. For simple things, we can do it in a great way. Because see, for example, to bring chalk to the class before teacher comes, chalk and duster, to clean the board, like that small things made me leader. And they built confidence in teachers that this guy can govern the school for these 2 years. So they gave me that leadership quality.
So we hope you bring same to the organization also.
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Yeah. Okay. And the last time you did public speaking.
Ma'am, this public speaking last time I did was in this Denso Aegis network only. Uh, so so my topic was why startups fail instead of in spite of so much funding in the starting. So why do start? That was my topic, and our team won first prize for that.
Okay.
So that was the last time I did public speaking.
Okay. And any other hobby apart from teaching and dancing?
Yes, ma'am. My hobby. I just visit this old age homes, orphanages, instead of and celebrate birthdays or distribute food like that. So yeah, sometimes I do that.
Sorry for the disturbance. Yeah. And you have mentioned in CV that you are flexible to work in any environment. To what extent is it true? I do not think that anyone can work in any environment.
Ma'am, any environment means see, I won't. It will depend on the case, ma'am. Means any environment in the sense, give me the case. If I'm means 90%, I'll be flexible. But if it is so much rigid, then I have to think.
No, but as you have mentioned, you are flexible to work in any environment.
So, ma'am, I didn't have an option that I am flexible to the extent of 90% or 80%. Uh, that's why I had to mention.
Okay, so that's all from my side. I've done my questions. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
it's great. One last question. It's
you.
also a situational question. We
Yes, sir.
see in lots of time there some professionals like CA and CMA, and many times they are have dispute for who is best, CA or CMA. As you are pursuing both the courses,
Yes.
so after completion of your chartered accountancy course, if
Hmm.
someone asks you, which is the
Hmm.
better course,
Hmm.
so what would you say?
Okay. Sir, my answer would be both are best at their own things. So there is nothing CA is the best or CMA is the best. There is nothing like that. So it is just a perception. So what a cost auditor can do, a starter auditor can't do. So he has his own responsibilities. CMA also has his own responsibilities. So I would not tell this is the best or better. I would rank equally to both of them.
Okay, but suppose some discussion is getting over this in your organization on some
Hmm.
day. So how you deal with it? You put your review or you just ignore it?
See, I'm sorry. I can't ignore it anyway because I'm somewhere involved in that discussion. So I'll put my points, make them understand. So as I have done both, so I have knowledge of both the courses. So see, as you said, the CRA standards. So this is what a CA doesn't know. What capacity installation a CA can't tell. So both have their own importance. Both can be given the equal weight, and we can't compare two things to unequal things.
Okay. Okay. This is done for today. So
Thank, thank you, sir.
anything you want to ask from our side?
Sir, I would love to hear the feedback corrections I required to make.
Yeah.